Ecuador! Rangers have officially announced the signing of Jose Cifuentes from LAFC on a 4-year deal subject to international clearance, and there he is. And it's not official till you see a scarf pic. That's for later on in the article for Rangers on rangers.co.uk. But anyway, finally, we knew this was going to happen. It was obviously going to happen in January at the latest. But now it's been brought forward, and that's exactly every single one of these deals should happen. We knew that with Cantwell, we knew what we were asking. It would have been in the summer if it didn't happen in January, but we've been able to build and we cannot wait. We need to keep bringing players. Now we've got Cifuentes in. I think going attacking wise, defending wise, that is the problem. Midfield wise as well, I think sort it. Now Michael Beale needs to go into the Ibrox war chest and sort out the back of the team. Now obviously I think this will depend on Champions League. Some people saying that, oh, the Champions League doesn't matter. Well, let's be real, right? The board spent quite a lot of money. They've backed them. So in order to sort out the defence, I feel like a lot more money is needed at this point. So for me, I think the Champions League is essential. I understand the element of you do not want to get pumped, right, for 6 games. But that's a loser mentality. You need to get in it and you need to start competing. Because realistically, I don't care even if we got the hardest group this time around. I don't think it would be as bad as last year's. Because last year's, it wasn't just a case of results. The performances were fucking disgusting, man. Honestly. You look at it, apart from a half against Napoli and maybe like the first 15 minutes against Liverpool, apart from that, it was some of the worst football you'll ever see in your life, right? So yeah, Champions League is crucial, of course. Servette is the team that we are playing on the 9th, which is Wednesday, I believe. So no, actually it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. So yeah, that is a crucial game, of course, with home tie first. But if you want to hear more about that, check out the video last night because they pumped past Genk. But for this video, it's all about Jose Cifuentes, and I like the wee teaser trailer that Rangers did for this. It was about 10 minutes before they actually released it. Ecuador, that wee song, feel like the late 90s. But yeah, here's all the pics. Here's the scarf pic if you want to see Jose Cifuentes in the scarf pic. It's not official until he's holding the scarf, Mr. Rangers said Grant, and they granted us this one, and here he is holding the scarf. But into the article we go here, and yes, so Rangers Football Club are delighted to announce the signing of Jose Cifuentes from LAFC on a 4-year deal subject to international clearance. The midfielders joined the club ahead of a new campaign, becoming Michael Beale's 9th signing of the transfer window. Joining LAFC in 2020, Cifuentes was a part of the double-winning squad who lifted the MLS Cup and the Supporters Shield in 2022. Starting his career in Ecuador, the 24-year-old played for Universidad Católica and America de Quito before making the move to the MLS. With 16 caps for his country, Cifuentes was part of the Ecuador squad at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. I believe. Does that not mean they were a part of one of the worst games in football history? That game, I think it was Ecuador against Qatar. Was that not the game that kicked off the tournament? It might be wrong with that, but I mean, I think they were definitely in the same group. But that game was awful. That's not this guy's fault, but that just sticks in the memory, that one. And this is what he had to say after joining Rangers. He says, "I'm very excited to be here. I think this club is amazing. When I spoke to Michael Beale, he told me about the project, what he wants here for the club, and he told me what he wants for me here. So that's why I joined. I love his project and his vision for football, damn it." Michael Beale also said, "Jose is a player we have followed for a long time. I was originally aware of him when he broke through in Ecuador, and I followed him on his journey with LAFC in the MLS. He's a midfielder who can play in a variety of roles, both as a box-to-box player and a more defensive role. He's excelled in the MLS and for his national team. When I returned to Rangers, he was a name that was immediately discussed and one that I knew we had a lot of competition to overcome if we were to sign him. When meeting to discuss the move, it was clear we aligned in our thinking and on his further development. I'm delighted we have Jose here at Rangers, and I thank everyone involved in the process of making this transfer a reality. The big chief executive, Big Jamie boy, James. He said, but I'm not really too bothered what he said, and that's no like disrespect to him. But realistically, I don't give a shit because he's in through the door. So that may have sounded disrespectful, but I'm sorry, big man. I don't care. It's all about Beale. It's all about the manager. Beale is the manager. It's all about Beale, and it's all about the player. But finally, it's done. I'm sick. I've been sitting here for like the past 3 months saying, "Oh well, Jose Cifuentes, it's edging closer." No, it's actually done now. So you know the transfer content is going to dry up with each player that Rangers bring through the door. But I think it's time to look at that central defensive position and the left back position. Probably another right back, to be honest. Why not just fucking buy a completely new back four? even though I think with Suter and Goldson as the starting centre backs, you'd be doing all right. But we need another left back. Get rid of Barisic. Get someone back up to Tav, or someone who is actually capable of defending and then can maybe play for Tav in games where we need more of a defender in there. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Jose Cifuentes, 4-year deal, brilliant. Really excited with this guy. I mean, you look at the Rangers midfield now. Like, compare this Rangers midfield to before January last year. It is fucking night and day. It is, man. Look at it. You've got Raskin, you've got Cantwell, now you've got Cifuentes. Of course, there's been other players brought in the summer, like Kieran Doyle. I know he's not really. I mean, he's more of a wide midfielder, so to speak. But Rangers are building something here, and hopefully all the pieces come together, and it's going to be so interesting to watch that game on Saturday against Kelly. Will he debut? Like I said previously, I don't think a lot of these new players will be playing because it's a plastic pitch, but I guess we'll find out. So until next time, peace.